Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about yoga, its benefits and the 2020 protocol of yoga. Hope you had a great time watching my video. Happy International Yoga Day to all of you. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my channel. I love you all. Have a great day ahead. Today we are discussing about yoga. As you all know, today is International Day of Yoga, and hence I have taken this as an initiative to teach you what is yoga, when does it start, and what is its benefit, and what is the protocol of 2020. Before we start this, I want to tell you that yoga is really very important for us, and we should all do it in our day-to-day life. So let's start. So what is yoga? A group of physical, mental and spiritual practices which originated in India. So these are generally practices. These are generally practices which deals with physical, mental and spiritual part of the body. It is well known for its postures and poses. We know yoga. When I'm telling you about yoga, in your mind it will be coming about various types of exercises, poses, etc. But actually it is not what is yoga. Fitness is not the primary goal of yoga. Fitness is not the primary goal of yoga. So what is the primary goal of yoga? Let's know. So what is the main goal of yoga? The main goal of yoga is expanding spiritual energy using breathing methods and mental focus. The main goal of yoga is expanding the spiritual energy of our body, and then giving it to our surroundings, the positive spiritual energy to our surroundings. And how we are going to do this? By various breathing methods, by improving our breathing methods and by improving our mental focus. So this is the main goal of yoga. But the modern day yoga is having a different meaning. It is the same thing. The goal of yoga is actually fulfilled, but the modern day yoga is now focusing mostly on exercise, strength, flexibility and breathing. So these are the four important topics on which the modern day yoga is giving its focus. By doing these four things, which is exercise, strength, increasing our strength, flexibility or increasing our flexibility and breathing, what we can achieve is we can achieve the expansion of the spiritual energy of ourselves, and this also increases our mental focus. So yes, previously also in ancient times also yoga was carried out, but their mode of carrying out yoga was different. But in modern day our mode of carrying out yoga is different, and this focus or these focused points of yoga of modern day is also having the same outcome, which is in expanding our spiritual energy and improving our mental focus. So as we all know that 2020 is a dreaded year in which we are all facing a very important and dreaded disease, which is corona or COVID-19, and this disease is mostly focusing on our respiratory system. So this year, that is 2020, yoga has produced, or the Ministry of Ayush has produced, a particular protocol for yoga, and I will be sending or giving the link of the protocol in my description box, and you can just find out the whole protocol of this year. But I have just taken few points on it, and those points are: during yoga practice, what are the protocols one must carry out during this year. Actually, this year is generally focusing on respiratory related exercises and postures and poses, so that we will improve our respiratory system and get ourselves prevented from COVID-19. So when we are practicing during the yoga practice, what we need to do is we have to start with a prayer, any type of prayer which of your own religion or anything that you know, you start with it, so that its main aim is to create a focus, make you calm and composed. The second point which we will do is perform yoga slowly in a relaxed manner, thinking that today if I will do yoga, today only 15 kilos of my weight will be reduced. No, we have to start it in a relaxed manner. We are not going to take it as a burden for ourselves, otherwise it will again create a demotivation for us. So we have to start slowly in a relaxed manner without giving any stress to our body. Then next is, do not hold breath unless specially mentioned. If in a particular exercise it is being told to hold your breath for certain time, then only you are advised to hold your breath for that particular time mentioned in that particular exercise. You're not going to hold your breath in any time, any exercise you wish to, because it will be again a very dangerous thing for you. So only when it is mentioned by the expert during the yoga practice to hold your breath for a certain specific time, then only you are required to hold your breath. Don't do on your own, because it may be hazardous for you. The next is breathe only through nostrils. Generally what we do is we start breathing through our mouth, because we feel that if we breathe through our mouth, then more amount of oxygen will enter into our body. Of course it's correct, but the problem is our nostrils are having tiny hair as well as mucus, which is capable enough to trap the germs, the dust and other waste materials, pollens and other things which are present in the air. So if we take that same air through our mouth is not having that amount of mucus, or even it is not having the small hairs which will trap all this. Hence, we may suffer a lot of diseases if we start breathing through our mouth. So it is advised every time, even not doing yoga also, normally we should always keep in mind that we are breathing through our nostrils, because fresh air enters into our body through nostrils. Do not hold body tightly. Whenever we are doing yoga, we should keep our body light and relaxed. We should not be cautious enough and start holding it very tight, thinking that I am not able to do this posture because I am little fat, or I am little having a little problem in my back, or a little problem in my belly side, or whatever. But if we do that, then what is happening is our body is getting a lot of strain, and it may cause a lot of pain in future. So we should not keep our body tight. Keep contradictions and limitations in mind. Every yoga posture have certain contradictions and limitations, like some yogas postures should not be done by high blood pressure patients. Some yoga postures should not be done by ladies who have undergone a C-section delivery within the last 6 months. Some particular yoga postures should not be done by people suffering from diseases related to heart. So those things we have to keep in mind before performing a particular yoga asana, because if you don't keep these things in mind, it may again cause a lot of problems, health related problems for us. Now finally, after all this we keep in mind and we do the yoga, the last part or the end session which we will keep in mind is we should end the session of the yoga with meditation and deep silence. Either we will be sitting back straight with a little bit of silence and focusing on the part which is between our two eyebrows, or we can keep silence in a silent room, or we can think of God, we can enchant Om, something which will be keeping us meditated, so that our body, whatever energy level our body has gone up to, it will be coming down to normal, and we will be feeling relaxed and composed throughout the day. So this is all about the yoga protocol 2020 during the yoga practice. Of course, there are various other things which are written in the actual protocol, which is to be carried out before the yoga practice, after the yoga practice. That link I will be sending in the description box. Please go through it properly and please do it. Now we are going to discuss about what are the benefits we generally get from doing yoga. Now we are discussing about the benefits of yoga. Yoga increases flexibility. So the body flexibility increases because of doing various yoga practices, postures and exercises. It increases our muscle strength. The strength of our muscles increase, hence we are able to deal with lot of tensions and stress outside. Improved respiration, energy and vitality. Because our modern day yoga is mostly focusing on breathing practices. When we breathe, we get a lot of oxygen inside our body, and that oxygen is generally used for breaking down of our food, and hence our production of energy increases. So we are what we can say, energy boosters throughout our day, maintained balanced respiration. Now because of this particular yoga practices, our respiration becomes balanced. We are not taking up higher rate of respiration when we are in stress and anxiety. Of course, yoga helps in weight reduction. It is known to everyone. Fosters mental calmness because of breathing rate is balanced. That is why our calmness is maintained. Of course, the next point is also reduces stress and anxiety. These two are linked or related points. When we have mental calmness, we have the level of stress as decreases, and also our anxiety also decreases, due to which we take proper decisions in our life. And the most important one is it boosts immunity, and because of which we are free from a lot of diseases. After this, I want to share a very important personal experience on yoga. My grandfather was a very important devotee of a particular yoga guru. I'm not taking the name. And every day he used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And let me mention, he was 70 years old when he started to do this. And he takes bath in the normal water which comes from the tap. If it is a summer day or a rainy day or a winter time, whatever is the time, he never warms the water or puts on the geyser. He takes bath in the normal water of the tap, sharp morning 4 o'clock, whatever is the season. And then he starts doing all the different types of breathing exercises and other things which is found in yoga. And it is very it was a very important thing to note here, that such a old person was having a lot of strength in his body. He was neither having a problem of gastric, nor he was having a problem of blood pressure, diabetes, or any heart attack or any of such diseases. He was eating as normal as I am eating now. Me being 30-year-olds right now, I take a lot of I take care of my food habits, because I may have gastric problems or such, but he was not having that. He used to take lots of beautiful foods which he likes. Of course, he was a vegetarian, but still he loves oily food, and he was having no such problem. He is not there with us right now, but when the day when he expired, I just remember that day when doctor came up to check. Then he just said one thing, that this person, I have seen so many patients out there, but this is the person who has got a normal death. He was not having any death due to any such disease. A person is dying normally without any particular disease. So it's a normal death which he has got. And you all are lucky that you have such a person in your house who has not made you do any work for him before he dies. Because if he would have been paralyzed or had certain problems, he would have been bedridden, then all the family members would have started working for him day and night. But he was healthy. He took a walk just the day when he died. On the day he expired, he had taken the morning walk on that day also. And after coming from the morning walk, later on in later period of time, he expired. And it was such brilliant thing to see, and we all are inspired by him. And now whenever we are having holidays, we try to inculcate those habits. But yes, we should do that, because our health is very important. Now you can see the surroundings. It is only the health which is creating such a havoc. Because of the health conditions only, everything is shut down and locked down at this point of time. So we should be strong enough to face any kind of health related diseases or discrepancies in life. Hope you have a great day, and have a happy time, and happy International Yoga Day. Thank you, and have a great day ahead. I have added here some photos of me and my daughter doing yoga postures at home. And this time it is hashtag I do yoga at home. So you also do the same thing at home. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay connected, and we will win our war against corona. Happy life leads to a happy and wealthy life, and it will surely give you a lot of success in your life. So happy International Yoga Day again. I love you all and have a great day ahead.